What began as a good deed started sounding like business disguised as charity. Vibes Cartel himself has publicly defended Drake. Why not produce the hoodie in Jamaica? Why not let local designers and tailors earn from it too? Why not let the entire project feed back into the island's economy? We are living in an age where charity and business work hand in hand. And for every crisis, there is a t-shirt, a wristband, or a luxury hoodie. Back in the day, giving was very simple. You saw a need, and then for me personally, as Irene's tech, I don't believe that Drake meant any harm. If this campaign had been built hand in hand with local artists, designers, and community groups, and imagine if every hoodie told the story of a Jamaican craftsman who made it. Imagine if the full profits rebuilt a few houses or schools. That would, of course, have been something everyone could stand behind and supported it fully. I mean, charity should never feel like business.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. No one does this. Yes. Yes. See the history of making.
Drake and dancehall legend Vibes Cartel are joining forces for a special OVO hoodie collaboration. For every hoodie sold, $100 will go directly to aid relief efforts in Jamaica, helping communities still recovering from recent disasters. This collaboration isn't just about fashion. It's a powerful blend of music, culture, and giving back, showing how artists can use their influence to make a real impact. Fans can get their hoodie and support Jamaica at the same time.
Hurricane Melissa has left Jamaica devastated. And let's be honest, people in America are not really concerned about the situation. As the old saying go, out of sight, out of mind. But what I did notice is that people are starting to call certain artists out. While Drake was enjoying his baseball game in Canada, a fan wrote a message in his comments, and I noticed that it started to get a lot of traction. And this is how the comment went.
If anything is being done or planned, we just need to know Jamaica isn't being forgotten.
I don't think Drake actually responded to this comment. I really think Drake is helping out in silence. I don't think everything has to be televised. But what do you guys think? You think that this Jamaica thing is getting the attention that it need, accountability and responsibility? Do y'all think Drake owes Jamaica anything?
You see the amount of people who pull up for Jamaica? Me back foot. I am so grateful. That shows how great and how loved as a people we are, and we just have to know our strength. One of the things that I've seen emanating from this crisis, which is kind of surprising, the outpouring of support for Jamaica. Where all of them a country a come from? My backside. Yo, where all of them a country a come from? I had no idea that Jamaica was this well embraced internationally. We know so we are the kind of the smallest, biggest country in the world, but to see all of this outpouring of love and support. Yo, when we see one country near El Salvador pull up and say, backside Jamaica, yeah, we have you. I had no idea, because guess what? Them have for them own problems too. You see what I'm saying to you? But they were able to spare us the gratitude of sharing what they had with us, because we are good people and we are good youth over here. So when all of the people them that talk about how Jamaica's foreign policy and all of those kind of things was not to their liking, and they would have want if it be rebel, and they would have want if it do X, and they would have want if it do Y. Yeah, Kamina Johnson Smith and Andrew, yeah, they hold it like a G, because guess what? It's all about diplomacy. And they showed the world that we can be diplomatic, and we created more friends than enemies. And nobody at all out there never did look on Jamaica and say, yeah, you're our enemy. It would be nice if Jamaicans that are able to visit some of these countries and show some love and support to them and their culture, because You know, sometimes you have to remember where kindness come from. Then tell yourself, remember where kindness come from? Yeah. So see these people showing up for us. Yeah, I feel as though it is not a bad idea. There's so many people that is looking on us as a big example in the region.
Girl, I almost forgot where I was. I almost said, welcome back to Cosmetics Anonymous. This is TikTok, ma'am. Get with the program. Anyway, I saw that Drake and Vybz Kartel collaborated to make a hoodie, an OVO hoodie, but they are going to donate $100 from each of the hoodies sold to Hurricane Melissa relief. Now that's great. That's lovely. Okay, we love that, right? But when you read the fine print, it said $100 from every hoodie on all orders placed between now, so the 6th of November, so yesterday, to the 13th. After that, the money is no longer going to relief. Now, it's great that they're even donating money anyway, right? But I thought that was strange to have that little clause on there that if you don't order between those dates, baby, the money's not going to go to relief. And if you order after that date, the money's not going to relief. Now, my question is, are they planning to drop the price of the hoodie after the 13th of November? Or is it going to remain at $228? I also don't know if that's $228 Canadian or US. I'm assuming it's $228 Canadian. That said, if you're going to donate to Hurricane Melissa relief, just donate directly to relief. Why would you spend $228 and then a portion of it is going to go to relief? But the other question, the real question I have is, why did they put that clause on there? Like, if you're going to make a hoodie that is a special hoodie for relief, then just do that. Or is it not that? Like, is it a Vybz Kartel and Drake collab? Because it just seems like they're using it to market OVO. And after the hoodie not good, the hoodie ugly, price ugly, everything ugly. So I don't understand why they might charge $228. Send the extra $100 to the relief victims and stop playing around. Like, they're playing games. I'm sorry. Okay? And before you jump down my damn throat, how much money did you down it? A lot. Okay? A lot. Boots on the ground, baby. I live in Jamaica, so you already know what's going on. Somebody actually just came to my house today to take some of my relief items to bring to a different parish. So don't ask me about what I'm doing. I'm doing what I need to do. I don't have Drake money. I don't have Vybz Kartel money, but I'm making sure I get the stuff done, period. This is not about me. I am not releasing Salvio merch. Okay, I'm not releasing my brand's merch, disguising it as charity. I don't know. I feel like if you want to do a collaboration and drop a hoodie, then do that. But don't try to add Hurricane Melissa relief onto it to try to gain more profits. Like, now, I just finished recording a YouTube video and I talk about it in the actual YouTube video as well. But I figured I'd drop this on TikTok and figure out what you guys think about the whole situation. Does it seem more like a marketing ploy disguised as charity? And then, of course, after that, you know, when it's charity, it's tax breaks and things of that nature. So what's it giving? It's giving suspicious. It's giving damn suspicious. Now, let me be very clear. I don't find an issue with the price of the sweater. I don't find an issue with them collaborating. I only find an issue with the stipulation that it's only $100 for sweaters with orders placed between the 6th and the 13th. That is where I think the issue lies. Now, I see online, there is a lot of discourse about it. People say Drake and Vybz Kartel are under fire for releasing the hoodie the way that they did. But other people are not saying what I'm saying. They're not saying that they think that the date is messed up, because obviously they're the target audience, right? Drake has a lot of supporters. Vybz Kartel has a lot of supporters. But you have to pick sense out of nonsense. Okay, that's what they say. Pick sense out of nonsense, and it's giving nonsensical, okay? Anyway, what do you guys think?
DJ Khaled and Drake gets called out for not contributing or donating to Hurricane Melissa victims. A heated debate has erupted on social media after a viral post began circulating calling out several international stars who often proclaim their love for Jamaica, yet have been noticeably silent in wake of Hurricane Melissa's devastation. The post, which has been making rounds across X, formerly Twitter and Instagram, reads, "May I pray every international artist and talent who love use Jamaican culture as their calling card, and all know them not use them platform for post, link, or bring awareness to the tragedy we are going." The statement quickly gained traction, sparking a fiery discussion among Jamaicans and fans worldwide. Many users began naming specific celebrities like DJ Khaled, Drake, Nicki Minaj, and Cardi B among those being singled out for allegedly failing to show support or donated to relief efforts following the hurricane. DJ Khaled, "Always a talk about Jamaica, we love you. Well, now is the time to show it," one commenter wrote. Another person added, "Drake and Nicki love collaborate with Jamaican artists, but when the island need them quiet." Still, not everyone agreed with the outrage. Some social media users jumped to the defense of the stars, arguing that donations don't always need to be publicized. "Y'all love to watch people's pocket too much," one user replied.
I wonder if I meet Sika or Rosalie. The woman say the man wait until the pitney have one drawers left to wash. Something wrong with her, man. Because me coulda never company it come talk that out of my mouth. And all them gone with the pitney them, she still bring down herself. You have your pitney them and you sit down on the live. Oh, look how much people me sit there on TikTok and everything them a do, then carry them phone. Them a wash, them a cook. You sit down spread out one place, and I got about the man wait till one drawers left before him watch. No, so something wrong with you to backside. No, me realize all the do you do make you do them. Cause you know, so you know have no sense. You're fool. All you know for this just bigger jump up and cuss. No sense at all you know have. Cause me no know who would have said this. Number one, me no know who would have sit down and make man and do everything, but because you sit down spread out and make a little TikTok money.
Drake has successfully infiltrated Caravana this year after publicly losing a rap battle, both musically and legally. It began with a 4-day production of a Drake-centered music video with Tribal Carnival. It then spread to Toronto revelers, where 2 weeks before Caravana, OVO and the white management team brewed up a giveaway for backline costumes from several sections. Now, he's brought Vybz Kartel for the first time to Canada. Caribbean culture in Toronto has become a place where predators and non-Caribbean people can hide and become successful. Has Drake aided in the Caribbean community prior to this? No. OVO Fest was on the same weekend as Caravana for years. There is currently a hurricane barreling through the Caribbean, having devastated Jamaica already. During these Vybz Kartel concerts, when he was showing all 32 on stage, not once did he mention this devastation, nor a commitment to aid the community he so heavily relies on to protect his image. The Caribbean community needs help year-round. The Eglinton LRT has ripped through Little Jamaica, closing down businesses that were staples to the community. The Caribbean community in Toronto is the only community without a cultural center. Yet, we have the most cultural appropriators. Eating our food, listening to our music, wearing our costumes, and claiming to be us between August 1st and August 4th, all without opening up your hands to help our community, is diabolical.
So Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, is currently doing, a press conference about how he's planning on, getting back Jamaica up and running. So he says that the main thing, he wants to fix is getting back commerce in because, buying and selling goods, that's how people make their living. And his plan for the most remote, he said it, the remote parts of Jamaica is, for get them back electricity. And he's gonna lend them generators. Now I know he's not doing no big Generac. You know, Generacs, they cost maybe like 5K to 15K even up. I'm pretty sure it's a regular generator I'm talk. But even if I did Generac, why you have to lend them it, Andrew? Why you can't just give them the generator? I was just so put off by that. Then he's like, oh yeah, and you know, we have to make sure that these businesses are legitimate. So we are gonna check them with the JPs and the police. Now, Andrew, you know, in the most remote areas, people are independent, indie owners that do them own like a shop and them own like a bar or whatever it is. Like, and I'm not saying that these people can't be certified or whatever it is, but like, I don't know, I just didn't like that. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm looking too deep in it. But that's not like the fact that I lend him, I try to lend the people them. And then him want go pick and choose substantial business. If substantial business supposed to have them own generator, give the people them, the shop owner them and the people them, give them the generator them, as long as them have the proof that them have a shop.
Say, it is very sad and unfortunate to see our people like this. As if it's somehow the same government where voting and the whole run up and down and a boss at 1 p.m. this and a 1 p.m. that. Guarantee say right now uno don't see that 1 p.m. there in somehow no community. Them literally no care about they no care about nobody but themselves. I am not surprised the amount of money where they can get to help the people them. And some of them the money they can disburse to people right now. I be a TikToker and be an artist and be a producer and see I reach out to people. But not tell a lie, man, it hurt me heart to see how the people them a live. It don't look good. It don't look good. So when nobody sit down and wait upon the government for the government do nothing for you, them not really care about you because we don't know the plans where they have. You can't stay there and wake up, you hear? You continue sleep and see if you not go dead now no sleep.
Water night, I know. Remember they not no water, they don't get water from brush our boat. And why would you give it dirty clothes to the people? That don't make no sense. That's why I tell them my face, I'm not busy if you don't want vex. When you call me, I tell me to go down their clothes, I make sure my actions set them clean. I'm not busy if you want vex. Because I tell one woman today is a miss. I say if your clothes are not clean, I not come for them. Because I'm an animal and I get things. All one man give me one bag of boot. I look every about share the boot button in my drop off. What kind of fuck with that? I'm a waste my gas drive go for. When me come and I look through the shoes bag, then me start out the shoes. When I look here, they fucking choose them bottom and drop off. I fuck with them or something there. I just throw them away. You look at me if I call a back store and give it to you. If it's time something there, man, I look good, man. People man animal, man. People man animal, man. And you can't do that, man. So when me come and turn enough and now, you say if you not donate the things them, I don't know, so no way them already, one of the people them wash them out. We're grateful and we give thanks, but box them out on the machine, no, cause me can't wash, but when you can't send the clothes them come give me, but if you end up wash them, wipe off boot, plus take on journey, if you go walk in the sun, fear the people them, you have to be mindful and be more. You can't do that. And they are no animal. They are no animal. If I wash out too much of the clothes, them because they don't look good. When me look at people give me a shirt with that, we're not looking at the neck, so you whole of the neck dirty. You know, I color them dirty like, come on, bro. You can't give people them stuff there. Come on, man. You can't wash them out, bro. We know that at time of needs.
As impactful and bad as Hurricane Melissa was, one thing that I learned is people really love Jamaica because the fact that Walt Disney as in Mickey Mouse, hot dog, contributed $1 million to Jamaica for Hurricane Melissa relief, like blows my mind. I never thought Walt Disney Bethany Frankel. I never thought I'd be saying Bethany Frankel and Jamaica in the same sentence. Bethany Frankel from the Real Housewives of New York and Jamaica.
Warehouse and tell you guys what we're doing for Jamaica. All right, Michael, let's go. Let's show the people how they can help, what we're doing, and what we.
And all these different countries, China, the Netherlands, America. Well, I know America was gonna donate. Like all these countries, there's like so many countries that donated, and celebrities. Nicki Minaj, Nicki.
You know, so I understand, you know. I go send like something still. I go send like them still. For the G them. You understand? I have to look out for them too. Yeah, don't know.
Nikki, you're Jamaican now, Nikki. I'm sorry, Trinidad, but Nikki donated a lot. Like all these different celebrities who donated. Delroy Lindo. I was on Instagram and I saw Delroy Lindo donated. So many people are donated to Jamaicans, and I feel like as a Jamaican, we are so grateful for it. And Jamaica is one of the most loved countries in this world. Okay, Walt Disney.
So while Jamaicans are dealing with this, there are predatory disaster investors looking to cash in. And they do this after almost every natural disaster. They're usually from out of town. They will call people whose homes have been destroyed and offer to buy their land for much less than what it's worth. And this is pretty disgusting because you're talking about people that are still processing the trauma of a natural disaster. Add to that their uncertainty of whether or not they'll be able to afford the repairs, which is how these investors capitalize. Some property owners will agree to sell, and these investors will buy the land for cheap, but the land values come back quickly. The investors then flip the land for 3 to 4 times as much as what they paid, even if they didn't do any repairs. And it's not people from the community that can afford to buy the property, it's those who have no connection to the land, the culture, or the people. Earlier this year, Wired reported how these investors swarmed in on parts of the Midwest. So back in May, 60 tornadoes ripped through the area. The next day, literally as a community looked like this, homeowners started getting aggressive calls asking if they wanted to sell their homes. One man said he got several calls each day for 2 weeks. So imagine trying to deal with this, but also dealing with nonstop calls from predatory investors. And the playbook is always the same no matter where the disaster is. The Hawaii wildfires, Hurricane Katrina, the California wildfires, the list goes on. Sometimes the investors will go house to house, and according to Business Insider, they have a pre-written contract and try to reach an agreement on the spot. So, if you have property or family land in Jamaica and one of these people tries to buy, don't sell. Because when the land leaves your hand, parts of the community go with it.
He's actually lying. He's actually lying about his sales numbers, which is interesting because the entire argument around Drake from his fan base is, well, we got the numbers. We got the numbers. You're lying about the numbers. So you actually don't have the numbers. Drake has been stealing money from smaller artists by lying about his streaming numbers. A new federal class action lawsuit against Spotify, not against Drake, alleges that Drake has been using bot farms and other forms of manipulation to make his streaming numbers seem much larger than they actually are. The suit says a non-trivial amount of his streams were bots, were not real people. The issue is that Spotify pays on a proportional share of the royalty pool. So they say, okay, all the artists generated $1 billion. I'm just throwing out a number. Drake had 50% of the streams. So Drake gets $500 million out of that billion. Okay, but if Drake has lied about the amount of streams he has, if his bot farms have made it seem like he had 50% when he only had 45% or 40%, then you have stolen money from the smaller artists who didn't have enough money to use bot farms to manipulate their streaming numbers. Artists with accurate streaming data suffer when other artists inflate their numbers. It's not just, well, you should do it too. Drake is spending, or somebody is spending, a lot of money to make Drake's streams seem much larger than they are. Most artists cannot compete. So he is using his wealth to make it seem like he is bigger, he is streaming more than he actually is. The class action lawsuit is not against Drake, it's against Spotify because they are the ones who are paying out and they are the ones who are not cracking down on these practices. this is not a suit against Drake, but this period of Drake's career is marked by lawsuits. Like when you tell the story of Drake, you go into the chapter of where Kendrick rips his face off, and then you go into a period of lawsuits, like this sort of desert where Drake's career is reduced to just lawsuits.
And this is for all the owners who you guys are gonna skyrocket the price to make a profit, but I'm telling you, now is not the time for profit. Now is the time for purpose. We have to rebuild Jamaica again. So we're gonna need everybody to contribute. Business owners, do not skyrocket the price. All of we are lose. And I said, all of us, we are losing. It's not time for gain. So please, guys, let's do the right thing. Let's do right by our people. Let's stand together. United we stand, divided we fall. Don't triple everything now because you want the people to pay back for what you have lost, and you have to take out of somebody else's mouth. Let's do better. Let's do better. We're going to work together. I'm calling out everybody, Airbnb people. If you have a house open in Jamaica, it's empty. Listen, do right by the people. Do right by the people. It's not time for profit right now. Our country we can't give no profit right now. No profit can't come from it right now. The people, Jamaican people, we need to rebuild. So all the way we have to start. We have to share some losses together. Hotels, there are going to be some losses. Airbnb people, supermarket, everybody have to take a loss. But if we take a loss, we're going to build back stronger together. Guys, do not capitalize on this moment. This is not the moment to capitalize. Listen, it is not the moment. All right? We're going to come together and we're going to work together. I see the houses. I see the tears. I see the downpour. I see everything. But we, Jamaica strong, we shall overcome. We will overcome.
Hey, what up, man? This your boy Starks, man. And I want to talk about this picture right here, man. This picture of Drake on the Anita Max Win Tour in Atlanta. And, you know, even though you think that I don't know that the tour is in Australia, I just wanted to show you how divisive that you being already. You was going to be in the comments, it ain't in Atlanta. Shut your turkey base to build that up, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't that. You know what I mean? If you don't get your goddamn macaroni and hot sausage Snapple drinking that on somewhere, man, listen, man. I feel like a lot of people is being unnecessarily weird right now. For everybody to claim that they don't like Drake, they sure do be the first ones to pay attention to what Drake's doing. First ones to have something to say about what Drake's doing. I'm a fan of both, so I feel like I can have a subjective view that's honest on both ends. You know what I mean? A lot of people felt like this outfit was corny. They felt like this outfit was weak. You know what I mean? People's making jokes and conceptually, I thought it was fire. The whole industry's taking shots at me. Everybody in the world is taking shots at me right now. And here I stand in a sold out arena on my own tour. Numbers are still doing things. And here I stand back smoking, gunshots in my hoodie. Boom. You know what I mean? I feel like that's fire. For somebody who's been stabbed in the back, I resonated with that. You know what I mean? If y'all can't, cool. All I'm saying is I say all of that to say, hey, obviously you hating on it because you're a Kendrick Lamar fan. So if you thought this was weird, I need your energy to be the same. I need your fat ass energy to be the same. Because, bro, then what is this? Tell me what it is. Watch y'all try to cape. Oh, this is high fashion. You don't understand the levels of fashion beyond the normal scope because you ain't a deep thinker. Shut your corduroy enjoying ass up. He is dressed like he peed on himself at school. What are we doing? Huh? What are we doing? And tell me this is high fashion. You go on and tell me it's high fashion. That man is dressed like he threw on something to go get the groceries out the car real quick. He got his knees out. I was today years old when I found out him and Jim Jones got the same legs. Harlem, huh? What we doing? That man is dressed like he went to a funeral on vacation. What we talking about? Y'all talking about fashion. He is dressed like a recently found kidnapping victim. Like, stop it. If we're going to call a spade, let's call it all across the board. Now watch somebody say this is fly. Oh, this is fly. You don't know style. You don't know fashion. Well, why ain't you put it on there yet? Put it on and go to your family reunion and watch your auntie clean your ass up. She gonna clean your ass up and make you go put on a sweatsuit immediately. That man is dressed like he went in the closet and then 10 really aggressive jumping jacks. Stop. What are we doing? Explain this. Your man's dressed like the Little Rascals and they was trying to pose as an adult. He got on a business suit that turns into a sleeping bag, ain't it? Come on, man. All I'm saying is call a spade when you see it. If it's weird over here, then it definitely has to be weird over here because you telling me that you're going to wear this. Tell me you're going to wear this outfit. That man got on 2 suits worth of fabric in 1 suit. That suit looked like they made it for him to grow into. And you telling me you will wear that? You a brown ass fly. Shut your ass up. All I'm saying is call a spade, man. Y'all have a good night.
What a beautiful and amazing people. Guys, I want you to picture this scenario. Jamaica is still recovering, or the island of Jamaica is still recovering. And, during the hurricane, we were seeing fallen trees, we were seeing flooded roads. And then, aftermath, there were homes that, were half built. People on the other side, they are trying to find their foot again. They want to rebuild. And then out of nowhere, we see this global headline. Drake and Vybz Kartel team up for a Jamaica hurricane relief hoodie. At first, it sounds heartwarming because probably a Canadian megastar and Jamaica's own dancehall king are joining forces for a cause. But as more details come out, that warm feeling turns into a debate, because the more the people read, the more complicated it seemed. So the story was like this. The hoodie was part of a charity campaign. They actually created, or they made, limited edition that was green and gold to signify Jamaican flag. They said that they are going to sell it at $228, and according to what we read and heard, $100 from each sale will go towards Jamaica's Hurricane Relief Fund. The rest, which is $128, will stay with the brand and production cost. And that is when the conversation started, the questions started. Some Jamaicans asked some questions. And some of the questions were like, why would they sell such an expensive hoodie when people have lost their roofs? Why not just donate directly? I mean, others were like, a hoodie that probably costs $40 to make, and you are keeping over 100 in terms of profit. That doesn't sit right at all. And just like that, what began as a good deed started sounding like business disguised as charity. I want us to be fair in this story and see both sides of the story, because at the end of the day, not everybody viewed it that way. Some people, both in Jamaica and abroad, defended Drake, and they were like, at least he's doing something. And there is truth to that, of course, because Drake has global influence, which is very important. And also a post from him, given that a post from him can reach millions and millions of people, then he will be able to get their attention and probably drive more donations towards the Jamaicans who had been affected. So maybe it's still worth it. That's what some believed. Others, they had a really different opinion. For them, it was about principles, about how Jamaica's name and struggles were being used. They're like, are they using this disaster to sell something, taking advantage? Because guys, Jamaica's culture has been borrowed and repackaged many times over and over. Jamaica's music, Jamaica's accent, Jamaica's rhythm has traveled the world. But the profits often don't make their way back home to support the people of Jamaica, to support the economy of Jamaica. So when another celebrity, drops a product in the name of helping Jamaica, people have, a closer look. They're trying to think about it. They're thoroughly thinking about that. So if you look at Drake when it comes to supporting Jamaica's talent again, you will love it, because Drake's relationship with Jamaica is not just new. For so many years, he has borrowed the sound and the swagger of dancehall. And of course, we can if you go to YouTube and search songs like Controller and One Dance, these particular songs carried pieces of Jamaican culture to every part of the world to every corner of the world. Drake has also built real friendships in Jamaica. For instance, with Popcorn, with so many producers, with dancers, and now he's building a relationship with Vybz Kartel, a man whose influence on modern dancehall is undeniable, even from behind prison's wall. We all saw that when he was set free, his fans were still strong, united, and they received him in a very big way. Vybz Kartel himself has publicly defended Drake, saying that Jamaicans, you should not see him as a culture vulture, but as someone who respects and uplifts the culture. That is a very powerful statement coming from Vybz Kartel. Anyway, I will say that his Hoodie issue put that respect to the test, because people began asking, Drake loves Jamaica so deeply. Why not produce the Hoodie in Jamaica? Why not let local designers and tailors earn from it too? Why not let the entire project feed back into the island's economy? Because love at its best should leave people better than it found them. There is a bigger conversation here, of course, as you can see, one that goes beyond Drake and Vybz Kartel. We are living in an age where charity and business work hand in hand. And for every crisis, there is a t-shirt, a wristband, or a luxury hoodie like what's happening now. And while all these efforts can raise real money, they also raise questions. Is it still charity when it's sold like fashion? When tragedy becomes a trend, who is really, helping the most, or who has really helped the most? Back in the day, giving was very simple. You saw a need, and then people just helped quietly without going to the media spaces or online platforms. There were no cameras, there were no hashtags, no price tags. In today's era, even generosity itself has become a marketing tool. And for a proud small island like Jamaica, where people have fought to own their voices and their image, that can feel like old wounds being reopened again. For me personally, as Irene's tech, I don't believe that Drake meant any harm. In fact, I believe that he genuinely wanted to help. He showed consistent love for Jamaica's music and culture more than any international star has ever done. But of course, sometimes good intentions need better executions. I want you to imagine this. If this campaign had been built hand in hand with local artists, designers, and community groups, and imagine if every hoodie told the story of a Jamaican craftsman who made it. Imagine if the full profits rebuilt a few houses or schools. That would, of course, have been something everyone could stand behind and supported it fully. I mean, a project not just about giving to Jamaica, but building with Jamaica. Because at the end of the day, Jamaicans don't just want to be the face of someone else's brand. They want to be partners in their own stories. I don't know what you think about this. I don't know, guys. Probably you could comment down below. Was Drake's Hoodie a genuine act of kindness, or just another example of good marketing wrapped in good intentions? For me, guys, the lesson is simple. Charity should never feel like business. And when it comes to culture, especially Jamaica's culture, respect means more than recognition. Thank you very much for listening. My Jamaican people, my Jamaican friends, stay strong, stay proud, and keep questioning what you see, because the truth often hides in the fine print. I'll see you in the next video, and kindly subscribe.